As part of Niner Global's tech document series here at NinerGlobal.com, we're trying to answer questions that you consumers might have when you're selecting a bowling ball. We're here with Senior Research Design Engineer Nick Cyphers, and we're going over core properties. Nick, when I walk into a pro shop, I'm confused by all the numbers I see on the wall. There's a lot of RGs, a lot of differentials, not to mention the prices. Help me find out what an RG and a diff really means when I'm looking to pick out a ball.
It's a good question, Eric. Let's take it from the stance of RGs first. Basically, the RG describes how soon the ball is going to pick up a roll or read the lane in a sense. The lower the RG, the sooner the ball is going to read the lane. The higher the RG, the opposite is going to be true. It's going to get farther down the lane before it actually reads the oil pattern on the lane. USBC actually sets a limit on that. You can go as low as 2.43 inches, and you can go as high as 2.80 inches on RG.
Okay, so now I know what that is. RG is radius of gyration?
RG is definitely, that's the physics term, radius of gyration. And to simply put it for a bowler to understand, you really have to think in terms of what a figure skater does. Maybe a weird application, but it truly does represent the topic. So let's think of a figure skater spinning on ice. And we'll use a girl for an example. And if she's spinning and she has her arms extended out, when she pulls them in, what happens to the rate of rotation?
She spins faster.
Exactly. And core design can really be thought of in terms of that same scenario. When a core is designed, if we take the mass and we put it real close to the center of the ball, the center of rotation, what we do is help the bowler get more rotations. It helps the ball rev up, thus creating a low RG core. Conversely, if we take that weight and we spread that core, make a larger core, taller core, wider core, we can get a higher RG, which will delay the rate of rotation on the ball, just like a figure skater when she extends her arms.
Okay, so let me get this straight. A high RG takes longer for that core to get tight, which pushes the hook down the lane. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And now let's touch on the differential part of it. Differential comes from making the core taller in one direction than it is in the other direction. And simply put, again, differential is track flare. How much track flare is a bowler going to see on the lanes? And why that's important is simply because of the fact that when you can get your bowling ball rolling on a fresh surface as it goes down the lane, you can create more friction or get more friction and therefore increase your hook potential on the lanes.
Okay, so now we know what differential is. Help me determine the numbers. 0.010. What does that actually equate to that I'm going to see on the ball? What am I going to see going down the lane?
Exactly. You can see the flare rings. I mean, that's a visual representation of track flare, which is direct correlation with the differential of the bowling ball. And what we can generally state as a rule of thumb is a ball with a differential of 0.050 is going to give you about 5 inches of track flare. It's not exact, but it's a general guideline to go by. And conversely, you get a ball that's got 0.20 differential, you're going to get about 2 inches of track flare.
So the more differential, theoretically, the more hook I'm going to see.
That's one component in the big picture that goes together in producing a bowling ball to help it react on the lane.
Okay, so now that I know low RG rolls early, high RG pushes down the lane, and now that you've explained differential, I think I know what I'm looking for next time I go to buy a ball. Appreciate it, Nick.